want to leave you with a couple other things. I know people are worried about housing and consumer debt. Mortgage rates for 30-year fixed rates, they are rising fast. Home sales are falling. Interestingly, if we look, these are, you can see on the right, even the peaks, the recent peaks we had in home sales, new single family, they never got back to where we were before the housing crisis. It's part of the reason why, even though home prices have come down, you really would need to look closely at the chart to see the price come down on home prices. Still near all-time record highs. So here's the thing. Why did home sales volume never get to before pre-housing crisis, despite the boom, despite the rise in demand, despite the increase in population, despite all the wealth created on equity markets? Why did home sales not go higher? Why did home prices not come down so much? It's because mortgage credit quality has never looked as good as it does right now. This is the data from Q2 2022. Every bar chart here represents an individual quarter in which mortgages were issued. The mountain of light blue on the right, which is almost scarce on the left side of the graph, are mortgages that had a 760 plus credit score. The blue and yellow that's very prevalent on the left and a lot of the gray, much smaller on the right. In the last 2 years, 2/3 to 3/4 of all mortgages issued were to people with 760 plus credit scores. So I have good news. We learned something from the housing crisis. We did. You look at household debt to GDP in the United States, it's around 75%. During the housing crisis, it was 100. So our debt to GDP ratio is not at a record. We are still relatively deleveraged. If I put up almost any other country, that's not the situation. Almost any other country, their household debt to GDP, that percent ratio is the highest ever right now, but not for us.